Gunfire erupts in a local neighborhood, leaving one person dead. He was shot and killed in the parking lot of a Northwest Jacksonville apartment complex.
Friday, the city had 3 shootings within hours.
3 people were shot
and began shooting at them.
Shot in a mass shooting.
Shot to death.
Shot.
Gunshots.
Since 2017, gun violence has been rampant across Jacksonville. Jacksonville law enforcement began to notice some disturbing trends.
In our last half hour, we told you about local rap groups gaining popularity for music videos with details about murders here in Jacksonville.
These events obviously had an impact on the victims' families.
Mothers of the victims are speaking out, saying the videos and lyrics have gone too far, giving specific details about the horrific crimes.
Your son's name and his murder talked about in these rap songs.
It's like somebody taking an open wound or a healing wound and opening it back up and stabbing at it over and over again.
I hope and pray that, the person or the persons who are rapping about, that they understand that you have a mom too. And would you want your mom to feel the way the other moms feel?
These rap songs were openly mocking individuals who were victims of gun violence. While the rap genre frequently incorporates diss culture into its lyrics, this instance crossed a line. Jacksonville law enforcement noted 2 gangs, ATK and KTA, that were releasing rap songs dissing one another. But ATK's songs contained specific details about the murders, revealing a darker, more sinister side to them.
You had to leave. Why you ain't stay with me? Why you had to leave? Baby.
It was disturbing how accurate the details were. It wasn't just 1 or 2 murders, there were multiple murders reported. What exactly led to these murders, and why were such disturbing songs written about the victims? The first murder was in 2018. 18-year-old Corbin Johnson disappeared on July 11th of that year after his father had dropped him off for a job interview. Exactly 1 year later, his remains were found in the woods in Northwest Jacksonville. A rap song by Fulio that explicitly mentioned Corbin's murder was trending on TikTok soon after the body was found.
Prosper got shot, Tate got shot, Leaky got shot. What the hell? Fast face hot on gang. Corbin got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was right. Where's Corbin?
Listening to lyrics like this about her dead son wasn't easy for Corbin's mother, Melissa Jackson, but she believed that the songs would have a silver lining.
I feel sorry for them, actually. But for me, I want him to keep making the songs, because you're going to say the right thing at the wrong time that's going to be specific to the details that we don't know about Corbin's murder. So keep talking.
Next, on February 25th, 2019, 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor, also known as Bibby, was shot dead on West 45th Street, Jacksonville. Right after his death, a song by Hakeem Robinson, also known as Ksoo, was trending on social media, and it mentioned Bibby by name.
Ksoo, and you know we smoke Lil Biggie.
It was hard enough for Adrian's mother, Elizabeth Gaynor, to lose her son, but then imagine having to hear songs that mocked that loss. On January 15th, 2020, within the confines of the Dames Point Plaza, a shopping center located on Merrill Road, another shooting took place. The victim, a young man full of promise and talent, was 23-year-old Charles Quentin McCormick, recognized in artistic circles by his rap name Lil Buck. At around 11 a.m. in the parking lot, an off-duty officer witnessed him being mercilessly gunned down in a drive-by, as reported by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Again, a rap song by Ksoo giving out details of the murder began to trend soon after.
I lost 2 brothers in one day. That's why I swing that dirty K. I did some that I can't never say. I'm the only one that got away.
Other than these cryptic songs, there were several witnesses to the shooting, including the off-duty officer who had pursued the car carrying the suspects until it crashed on Townsend Boulevard, several blocks south of the shopping center. Police also revealed that the car had been reported stolen the previous year. According to the police, 3 suspects exited the vehicle and fled. Surveillance footage from a house on the street captured 2 men running and vaulting over a fence near a child's playset. There was also a home invasion in the same area a few hours after the murder, but police were unsure at the time whether the 2 incidents were connected. Drawing upon this evidence and the cryptic lyrics in Ksoo's songs, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office took Dominique Barner, Hakeem Robinson, also known as Ksoo, Leroy Whitaker, and Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr. into custody in relation to the home invasion and later for James McCormick's death. Additionally, Abdul Robinson Sr., the father of Hakeem and Kareem, also faced accessory charges. Later, further investigation revealed more about Ksoo's involvement in Adrian's murder. A big fan base for this popular rapper believed otherwise. But first, let's closely observe his interrogation and analyze his responses and whether they finally unveiled his involvement in the murders.
Are you from Jacksonville?
Don't ask what I'm being down here for.
I'm going to tell you that in just a second. Are you from Jacksonville?
Not ask what I'm being down here for.
I'm going to go right with you in just a minute.
I need to ask what I'm down here for.
You're going to be down here. We're doing a homicide investigation, and you're down here part of a homicide investigation that we're conducting.
And what is this, sir?
Let me show you some pictures of what we're talking about. You know what that is?
No, sir.
You don't know what that is? Debbie ring a bell to you?
I don't speak with my lawyer.
You want to speak with your lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be a bit. We're going to be out there doing some paperwork. You do have a warrant for your arrest.
We have a warrant for your arrest for murder today.
What?
Yes.
For what?
You want your lawyer, so I can't tell you no more, but you'll be in trouble.
What the hell?
Hakeem Robinson's irritation when asking why he has been brought in, and his unwillingness to talk without a lawyer when he's shown a picture of the victim, shows his understanding of the legal system. But this irritation and unwillingness to talk is just a facade. Detectives were quite quick to destroy this facade for Hakeem when they tell him of the warrant they have for his arrest. His reaction once they leave just reflects the success of the detectives here.
Jacksonville evil as hell. Goddamn Jacksonville, dog. Aggravating. Jacksonville, dog. They done made us some more bull. Hate Jacksonville, dog. Jacksonville, dog. Jacksonville, aggravating. Jacksonville, dog. Tired of Jacksonville, dog. Soon as I get out, dog, I'll never come back in. Can't wait, dog. I ain't never coming back here.
Ksoo is well aware that he's being recorded. His attempt to act innocent by blaming the city and the apparent bad influence is just one of his other tricks. It's interesting how he also believes that he'll be free very soon, which shows his disregard for the justice system of Jacksonville. But it wasn't just Ksoo who was interrogated. Leroy Whitaker, also known as Scotty, was also interrogated under the same charges of killing Charles McCormick. The detectives identified him through the CCTV footage of the home robbery that occurred a couple of hours after Charles's murder in the very same area. Watch his fascinating responses when interrogated about the same case.
You know why you here? You know why you here right now? No? Can't think of no reason why you here? You have an idea, possibility, anything you can think of why you would be here? Heard of any reason why you might be here? No? Okay. What about, you remember anything happening in January that as to why you would be here?
January?
Yeah. Beginning of this year?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to beat around, I ain't going to beat around the bush with you. I'm just be straightforward with you and be honest with you. I hope you'll do the same with me. Just be honest with me.
Yeah.
You hear about that incident that happened with the white lady in the house?
What about it?
Over in Arlington, the Arlington area.
No. What?
Hmm?
No, what?
It was a home invasion robbery.
No.
That's why. It's best for you to be honest with me right now about the whole thing. Because if it was a mistake or you was in the house and you didn't know she was in there, that's one thing. But if you went in there and a rob or something like that, that's a totally different story. So that's why I want you to be honest with me, tell your side of the story about what happened and why you was in the house. I wouldn't have you in here about some BS. I ain't just gonna just pull you in here unless I got solid information letting me know that, hey, yeah, he was in this house. Just you try and just be honest about the thing. Tell me what happened.
What made you think what you talking about?
Your DNA was in there.
Leroy maintains a composed demeanor during the interrogation, steadfastly denying any role in the home invasion while maintaining a poker face. Despite his calm responses, it's apparent that this demeanor is merely a facade for his defense. Then, detectives inform him of the fact that they have already obtained his DNA at the scene of the robbery. With this physical evidence now disclosed to him, do you think he'll be more inclined to confess?
All right, man. To put it to you this way. I know you didn't shoot anybody that day. I know you weren't driving the car that day. I'll tell you that right now. Now, he's being nice and he's not playing with you. He has enough, just without you not to say, to put you away for who knows how long. We know you're there in one way isn't one. So he's literally trying to give you like a lifeline right here, and you literally just kind of like spitting in his face. So it's literally your best chance to tell him what you know or tell your side of the story.
What story y'all talking about?
He's clearly asking you how your DNA ended up on that lady the day at her house. You know, you didn't just fall out of the sky. Like, you had to be there at some point, right?
You said my DNA
Yes.
On somebody?
Yes. All right. Leroy, can I call you Scotty? I know that's your nickname. All right. We play that game too. This happened back in January. We haven't been sitting on our hands not working this case. We know a lot more than he's letting on. So literally, you sitting here not saying anything is really not helping you. You're literally the least culpable in all of this. It's sad that she's going to sit here and try to take it.
Leroy shamelessly keeps his mouth shut without uttering even a single word in his defense. Even when detectives inform him about the January murder of James McCormick, he still maintains his silence. A truly hard nut to crack. But look at his response when he's given more details regarding the CCTV footage as the detective employs evidence-based interrogation techniques to try and get a confession out of him.
I especially like the part where you bust that fence. Do you know that? There's a camera in someone's backyard. It caught y'all going over fences, and I believe you're the one that busted it.
That was him that fell?
Yeah, that was him.
What?
You jumped a fence like it was a hurdle, and like a lot of people hit jump hurdles, you didn't make it, and your back right leg got clipped, and you did a roll, like you busted your ass a little pretty hard. But you got up and took it like a champ. I ain't gonna lie to you. You took it like a champ.
He got up quick.
I was y'all know. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all got the wrong guy.
Nah, got the right one.
Irrespective of all the evidence in confrontation, Leroy doesn't say a single sentence other than, "I don't know what you're talking about." Seems like somebody has read his script really well. But what about the other guy who was seen in the CCTV footage? 26-year-old Dominique Barner, also known as Butta, was another one of the rappers of the ATK group. Along with Ksoo and Scotty, Dominique was involved in the murder of Charles McCormick as well. Based on the CCTV footage, he too got identified and brought into custody.
So I'm here to talk to you about the murder. It happened right there at 7001 Merrill Road. So this is literally your one chance to tell me exactly what happened. I've already listened to this and I've had this deciphered. I've had this audio change, well, not changed, I've had it enhanced to hear everything you said. So, the floor is yours, that being said. The floor is yours. That means it's your time to talk. I can play it.
I can't ask who.
No, you're not. It'll come out eventually. Don't worry about that. But for right now, this is just all you.
Well, I was supposed to get, like, the state. Supposed to talk with the state.
This is the first time hearing about it, but I don't make it.
My lawyer, I don't want to disrespect you. Because obviously, I don't know what that. I ain't really hear nothing though.
All right, well, you said you're a lawyer, so what are you trying to say when you say that?
No, I'm saying my lawyer told me that I was supposed to meet up with the state and you guys and then go from there.
Do you know anything about that?
No. So I have no idea what you're referencing.
When I went to court and I was trying to get a bond reduction, he told me, all right, well, that's not your best interest. He was like, the state is throwing you a carrot, basically. He was like, they know you didn't shoot nobody, but they, you know what I'm saying, know you was there and stuff like that. So he was like, if they did come talk to you, tell them that you would want him present.
You want who present? Sorry.
The lawyer.
So you're saying you want your lawyer present?
Well, y'all just told me y'all don't know nothing about the state being involved, so.
So are you willing to speak with us without your attorney present is what he needs to know?
I mean, he said I can answer questions.
Okay, so are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with answering a little bit of questions until I feel like.
Here, hang on.
Just
Yep.
Okay.
Am I being charged with anything?
We'll get there in a minute. I'm doing too much at one time, so give me a second. One thing at a time. Because I'm going to show you something that nobody else on the street see. Give me just a second. There we go. Which I'm sure that's not enough to jog your memory, but stand by. There's one more video. No, keep watching.
You want me to watch the whole thing?
Yep. All right.
Dominique Barner remains steadfast in his decision to remain silent, opting to exercise his right to legal counsel and right to remain silent. Dominique's body language does not convey any signs of fear or nervousness when he's shown the videotape that directly connects him to the case. Typically, suspects falter in such situations, but Dominique doesn't even flinch.
You don't want to talk to us, what you're saying?
I want another day.
Tell you how this works, because after you go to jail and get arrested on this, you gotta go to J1 and have your hearing.
Yeah.
So then you're represented by a lawyer, so then I can't just come talk to you. Does that make sense? Because you're gonna have some kind of representation, so I can't just reach out and grab. I don't know who your public defender. Okay, that's who you have on your other case.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know if he's gonna represent you on this one.
No, he's not.
Okay.
I have to get like some more money or something like that.
Okay. So, like I said, after you go here, you get booked again, you're going to have a public defender automatically sign you once you go to J1. And at that point, I can't talk to you. Does that make sense? So, once again, it's your choice. Completely up to you. You want to talk to a lawyer? Because, I mean, you say you want another day, but you've had since about January. Think about all this.
To reach out to you?
No, to think about all this. Because I know it's probably been waiting on you a little bit. So, like I said, it's completely up to you, but I have to know now. Do you want to talk to a lawyer? You want to continue? Or you don't want to talk? I'm sorry?
I'm thinking to myself, because I know a PD not going to work with me. I'm a lawyer.
Hey, Dominique. I know he already told you that you are being arrested for murder today, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to step out of this room. We're going to let you think.
No, y'all don't have to step out. Y'all can just take me back over there.
You don't want to talk to me?
I just want my lawyer present.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll step there. Come get you.
Hey, it's going to be a little bit because we have some paperwork to do. Okay, so if you need to use the restroom or anything, knock.
A little bit, like an hour.
Well, we got to do some paperwork before we can walk you back over, so it's going to take a little while.
Despite the possibility of adopting a softer approach to encourage cooperation, the detective chooses to uphold a position of authority and adherence to protocol. Due to this, Dominique refuses to engage and continues to display a withheld nature. This further complicates the interrogation process, as building a rapport can sometimes lead to cooperation or disclosure of information. In this case, the interrogators have now revealed everything on the first go, and the suspect has remained rigid in his decision to get a lawyer. So far, through these interrogations, detectives were not able to get any information out of these three. So what happened that changed the course of the entire case? This is where Abdul Robinson Sr. enters the story. But how exactly did he do that? Let's watch.
Did he want to find out who was responsible?
Yes, sir.
And was that in fact something that, as a family, Hakeem Robinson, Abdul Robinson Jr., that y'all discussed, trying to figure out who was responsible?
Yes, sir.
Was Leroy Whitaker close to?
Not really.
What about Dominique Barner?
I don't think he was close to him. He knew him, though.
Okay. But Hakeem Robinson and your other son, Abdul Robinson Jr., were closer to him.
Yeah.
Now, today you're obviously familiar with the person.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As it relates to your case?
Yes, sir.
And his nickname?
Yes.
Okay. Now, he was shot and killed on January 15th of 2020 at a shopping center on Merrill Road. Are you aware of a song put out prior to him being shot and killed in January 2020?
Yes, sir.
And what was your understanding of what that song was about?
It was a diss song.
So you said a diss song?
Yes. Yeah.
So it was
talking bad about it.
Talking bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Talking bad. Who brought that song to your attention?
Oh, really social media.
Did Hakeem Robinson know about the song?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever talk to you about the song?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did he feel about the song?
He didn't like it.
Okay. What about Abdul Robinson Jr.? Did he ever mention the song to you?
Yes, sir.
How did he feel about it?
He didn't like it either.
Now, going again back to January 15th of 2020, that day, were you called by Abdul Robinson Jr., your son?
Yes, sir.
And was that from a number that you recognized as belonging to him?
Yes, sir.
What did he want?
He wanted me to go pick up Scotty.
Okay. And I know it's hard to just, if you can keep your voice up for me, but you said Abdul Robinson Jr. wanted you to go pick up Scotty.
Yes.
Leroy Whitaker.
Yes.
Right. Did you also get phone calls from Leroy Whitaker?
Yes, sir.
And what did he want?
Telling me where he was at to come pick him up.
Did he tell you if he was alone or did he have anybody with him?
No, he said him and Butta was together.
So Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner.
Oh, he was next to a crash car.
Did that car crash? Was it on the street or in a yard? Do you remember?
Like it was kind of like in a ditch or a yard. It looked like it might have been in like a ditch or something.
Robinson Sr. appears to be quite calm with his responses. His demeanor gives off an air of confidence that suggests he knows what is expected from him and what exactly he's going to do and what will change the course of the case and also ensure the least damage to himself. Watch how this father exposes his own son.
Now, within a couple days of the, did you see anything on social media posted by your son Hakeem Robinson that concerned you?
Yes, sir.
And what was that specifically?
Oh, it was they call it the story. It's on the story saying that kill a nigga, get his toes done.
And was that depicting Hakeem Robinson?
Say what?
Did that, you said it was on the story, was that like Instagram story?
Yeah, Instagram story.
And was that something that was posted by Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
When you saw that, were you upset?
Yes, sir.
Did you try and reach out and speak to Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
And when you spoke to him, what did you tell him?
I told him he need to take that shit down.
Did he deny being involved when you told him to take that down?
No.
Now, as part of the discovery in this case, you've had an opportunity with your attorney to watch what I'll refer to as a dash cam video, a video that actually recorded the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've watched that?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you watched that video, could you see what the shooter was wearing?
Yes, sir.
Could you see how the shooter ran?
Yes, sir.
How the shooter moved?
Yes, sir.
Did you also see the firearm that was used?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, when you watched that video of the murder of Charles McCormick, did you recognize the shooter?
Yes, sir.
Who was the shooter in that video?
Hakeem Robinson.
Your son, Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
And obviously he's your son, so you're very familiar with him.
Yes, sir.
You're familiar with his height and his build.
Yes, sir.
You're familiar with how he walks and runs.
Yes, sir.
You've seen him move in music videos.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he have dreads back in 2020, January of 2020?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen him wear hoodies?
Yes, sir.
Is that common for him to wear?
Yes, sir.
have you ever seen him wear the hoodie with it pulled up over his dreads?
Yes, sir.
And did that look similar to what was captured in the dash cam video of the murder?
Yes, sir.
And again, as Hakeem Robinson's father, when you look at that video, to you, that is Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Abdul Robinson Sr., facing charges as an accessory to the murders of Charles McCormick and Damon Rothermel, found himself entangled in legal proceedings. Rothermel, a 50-year-old cyclist, had tragically fallen victim to a stray bullet amidst a shootout between individuals in 2 cars on Emerson Street. Between these 2 cases, Robinson Sr. has 3 felony charges looming, each potentially carrying a 30-year prison sentence. Cooperating with detectives emerges as his most favorable option. Thus, he agrees to testify against his own son. Rap music and hip-hop is a great form of entertainment and has deep-rooted cultural ties to many communities across the United States. But in the case we looked at today, it was cited as a driving factor behind a vicious crime. What caused this kind of violence? Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters had this to say after having observed and understood the situation through years of investigating.
It's a range of things. It could be drugs. It could be something as simple as me making a rap song about you and you don't like it. So one of your friends or one of your associates says we need to get back and we're going to do something, and they'll start a shooting war.
These songs provided significant evidence that, while not directly incriminating the criminals, helped investigators piece together their involvement. Finally, it was Abdul Robinson Sr.'s confession that helped detectives to create a strong case against Ksoo and his associates. T.K. Waters believed that several members of ATK being arrested has helped in decreasing the gun violence in the area. In September 2020, Hakeem Robinson, Leroy Whitaker, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., and Dominique Barner were charged with second-degree murder in the case of Charles McCormick. Leroy, Abdul, and Hakeem's charges were later upgraded to first-degree murder. In March 2021, Hakeem was charged with first-degree murder in the case of Adrian Gaynor Jr. Abdul Robinson Sr. faces charges as an accessory to the murders of Charles McCormick and Damon Rothermel. Hakeem will stand trial along with his brother Kareem for McCormick's murder on August 19, 2024, marking the culmination of more than 4 years since the crime occurred. As the trial date approaches, the spotlight shifts to the strange and unsettling nature of the murder case lingering in the community's consciousness for over 4 years. What makes this crime particularly haunting is the intertwining of rap music with the glorification of violence, blurring the lines between art and reality. How does the influence of rap music shape perceptions of crime and violence within our society? Can the power of this music be harnessed for positive change, or does it perpetuate harmful stereotypes and behaviors? As we focus on these questions, we're reminded of the profound impact culture and media have on shaping our collective conscience and the urgent need for critical reflection. Share your opinions in the comments section below. For more such content, like, share, and subscribe to our channel.